New videos shot by parents at DC's Stead Park near DuPont Circle show recycled tire crumb rubber meant to be on the turf field making its way onto the sidewalk and the neighboring dirt far outside the field boundaries. But a team of scientists at Georgetown University says that inside that crumb rubber, they found potentially dangerous metals.
We find chromium, lead.
The Georgetown University team simulated years of sun exposure on crumb rubber by effectively baking it and then vaporizing it in these testing boxes to see what chemicals were inside.
High oxidation state chromium is carcinogens.
The EPA doesn't yet have playing area safety limits for chromium or another heavy metal researchers found, antimony.
If we don't want these chemicals in our drinking water, we can safely assume we probably don't want to touch them either. And with playgrounds with young children, there is the added route of exposure where a child might touch something, pick up some chemicals, and young children tend to put their hands in their mouth.
That same crumb rubber, using a technique called poured in place, makes up the spongy floor of most DC public school playgrounds. After we highlighted elevated levels of lead at DCPS playgrounds, DC's Department of General Services began washing the surfaces that tested high for lead. But the Georgetown team says it's not so simple.
It's just pollute other places it goes and can get into water, source and can pollute the water you drink.
We asked DC DGS if it tests fields and playgrounds from the same heavy metals found by Georgetown scientists. It responded since 2022, DGS has expanded its frequency and scopes of testing for 17 environmental risk factors in DGS-owned and managed public buildings and at recreational spaces with synthetic surfaces. Currently, chromium is not one of the 17 factors.
We have to make sure that in the process of recycling, we aren't exposing children to toxic metals in the process.
The EPA says it is reviewing Georgetown University's findings and other studies to determine if it will change policy on what amount of chemical and metal contamination is allowed in children's playing surfaces.